Mitt Romney's wrong occasionally. He's wrong in this case. Is it disappointing? I suppose it's disappointing, but I'm very grateful and satisfied that 52 Republicans are getting it right.
I have to say, this impeachment story has some real heroes and patriots. Doug Jones' speech today I found just very moving and powerful, and then Mitt Romney breaking ranks, standing up to the president. This story is one that has some patriots and some profiles in courage, and I think that's a reason for hope. The American people are understandably cynical and distrustful of their political leaders, but I think they should take some heart from the fact that at least a number of us, including some of my colleagues in the House who come from tough districts where it took real guts to vote for impeachment, and the dedicated public servants, Taylor, Cooper, Hill, who came forward, risking everything. I think the American people should watch and pay attention to the good as well as the bad. You know, I would welcome Mitt Romney as a friend and colleague, put aside party. What he did was he put country over party. He refused to be part of the Donald Trump fan club, or really it's a fear club. He refused to be part of the intimidated ranks and fall into line. He refused to be part of the fear club. Very few of my Republican colleagues are part of any fan club. There's no love of him. They fear him, and he stood up to the President of the United States. So he'd be welcome wherever I go.
His decision was rooted in the oath that all of us took to do impartial justice, and that his faith informed his conclusion, and it gave him the courage to set aside personal or political factors and really look at the evidence and reach a result that he believed to be justice and appropriate. The floor speech I just gave about impeachment concludes by asking of my colleagues who have said publicly that they are convinced the president did something inappropriate or something even illegal, but decided that removing him in an election year wasn't the right answer, that instead allowing the American electorate to decide in November was the right path forward. In the speech I just gave on the floor, I asked of my colleagues, what are you willing to do to make sure that our next election is actually protected from foreign interference, that the American electorate does actually get to the bottom of what happened and gets to know what Lev Parnas and what Rudy Giuliani and what John Bolton know, but we haven't yet heard. My hope is that they will work to convince the majority leader to give votes on the floor to several bipartisan bills that would protect our next election, and that they'll take steps to protect future whistleblowers, future congressional oversight, because if they don't, then frankly part of the wreckage of this impeachment process is a weakened Senate, weakened oversight role, and very likely a weakened election in November where the odds there will be foreign interference are higher.